Hello and welcome everyone to this video. I'm going to talk about some apps that have helped me and do still help me with my mental health. Of course, first of all, these are not in any way supposed to substitute professional help. So please always, if you have the resources, consider getting a therapist, psychiatrist, whatever it might be that might help you. And also, I am not sponsored, so I'm not paid by any of these app developers. I'm really just going to introduce apps that have helped me and that I stuck with, because I tried dozens and just to know what's out there and what could help me alongside therapy. And these apps that I'm mentioning in this video are the ones I still use and still have on my phone. So let's get started. The first type of category are meditation and mindfulness apps that have really helped me to calm down and even work through some issues as well. So the first one I want to talk about is Tapping Solution. This is an app for tapping meditation, which works by tapping on different parts of your body while the meditation is going on, and they are guided meditations. There are some available that are free meditations without really any talking, but they are guided meditations that are supposed to walk you through whatever is going on with you. And the goal is to teach your mind and body that it's okay to confront these feelings, these difficulties, by relaxing your body, your nervous system with the tapping, and then you can do the confrontation in a safe way that does not feel too stressful. And there is a big variety of meditations that they have about really any type of subject. Of course, there are some for depression, anxiety, to work to establish some hope, joy, peace in your life. But also there are some for physical pain, relationship issues, even women's health. So there's really a lot to work with, and a number of them are available for free. You can get a premium account where you can unlock all of them, and I am currently having a premium account because it was just worth it to me. I was using it all the time, but you can do a fair amount without having to pay anything. So I really recommend this app. Secondly, a very simple app is Breathly. It is the most simple thing you could imagine. It is an app that is just there for breathing meditation, breathing exercises, which is the perfect thing for me when I don't feel I have the energy to do a big meditation and I really just need to breathe for a second and help someone guide me to breathe so I can focus on that. So within the app, you just have different breathing patterns that you can use, and it does say with each pattern what type of mindset or goal might be best to use this type of pattern. So you can then put a setting on the pattern that you choose. You can even customize as well, and then you can just breathe and do it for as long as you want. And this has really been very helpful when I was acutely stressed, and even on the bus when I'm not gonna be tapping on the bus and touching my face, but you can just breathe, close your eyes for 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever, and just follow the structure. The last meditation app is Adam, which is especially helpful for beginners, and it's really just there for you to get used to meditating regularly. So there are fairly short sessions that you do every day, but it's also not a problem if you skip a day. And then they will walk you through the basics of meditation, do some exercises with you, and it goes for a certain amount of days and then you're done. You can start it over again if you want to, but it's really just perfect if you're new to meditation, you don't want to commit to anything big right now. So yeah, and it also has a playful side to it where you grow a garden, and with each meditation session that you complete, you can grow a new tree. And you have your little nursery and you can choose the type of tree you want to plant next time. And that is such a nice little feature that really makes it even more fun. And it also has a theoretical side to it where they teach you about basics and about even some type of coping mechanisms. So you can read a little bit of text, and then there's even a quiz so that you can check if you understood correctly. And you also gain points with every meditation and every exercise and text you've done. So it is really the perfect app for beginners, or even just somebody who is looking for something not too heavy at the moment. So now I'm going to talk about self-improvement apps that are there to help you work through some specific issues. So the first one is Intellect. It has different paths that you can choose. So for example, anxiety and worry, mental health 8101, coping mechanisms, self-esteem, perfectionism, and others. And they consist of having a session. So a voice will talk to you, you can also read a text, and they will explain things to you so that you have some theoretical insight into what might be going on with you and how to understand to overcome it. So then you also have exercises, tasks that you complete, and you also put in how you're feeling. There is the option of journaling, and there are also rescue sessions. So if you feel particularly bad acutely, you can do a rescue session. And other than that, you can do a regular session every day. Again, not a problem if you skip a day. So that has actually really helped me and brought me some insight, especially the exercises. Some of them I have even put in my regular journal notebook so that I can do them again and always come back to them. And the insights have really helped me. I mean, a lot of it, of course, I have learned in therapy, but it is always good to repeat. And if for some reason you can't go to therapy right now, I do think it is a very safe and useful app for you to have a tiny glimpse of what therapy could do for you. Another app with a similar objective is 6 Pillars. Again, you can choose what kind of subject you want to talk about. So for example, there's living consciously, self-responsibility, self-acceptance, and more. And again, you can read some texts and you can have some theoretical knowledge, and then it works with sentence completion. So the main exercise you're going to do there is sentence completion. So they give you a sentence and you are supposed to complete the sentence to help you reflect on certain subjects and to broaden your horizon and change your perspective. Because oftentimes with mental health issues, we're stuck in a certain way of thinking and of making conclusions that might not be true and just harmful to ourselves. So you can use this to change the way your thinking machine has been working and just, to imagine different possibilities for yourself. Another app that I recently discovered and that has been very helpful is Stoic. And it's a neat app because it has a bunch of different aspects to it. As it's called Stoic, there are quotes by Stoic philosophers that you can always read and kind of scan through. Then also you can journal. There's a meditation option. There is a visualization exercise. There is breathing exercises. And then you can also journal for every day. It will ask you how you're feeling, what is your goal for the day, and you can do it several times a day so that you can observe how your day has gone. And there's also an overview for the week, and so you can always see kind of what your patterns have been, and that can also be very helpful. And my favorite feature is the challenging your thoughts feature, where in a very structured way you can take a thought that you have that you feel like isn't really fair or is really bothering you and it really sticks with you. Your depression, your anxiety, whatever mental health issue you might have, always tells you things that are pretty ugly and that just don't feel good, and you want to try to get rid of them and think about things differently and not be so stuck in self-deprecating thought patterns How it works is that you put in the thought that you're having, you're thinking about whether that thought is really true or helpful, and then you write why you might be thinking this way, like what makes you feel this way, what makes you think that thought, and then you try to reformulate. So what is a better way to put this that does not put me in this state of mind and that might allow for some change? And then you get a list of cognitive distortions that might play a role in why your thought is not a productive thought. So things like minimizing the positive, only focusing on the negative, self-blame, self-victimization, black and white thinking, and a lot more. And then you can choose which ones apply to that thought you're working on. And that has really helped me to realize which type of distortions are oftentimes happening in my head when I'm reflecting on things. And then again, you can always come back and look at the exercise you did and those you have done the days before, so you can look through it and realize what might oftentimes be happening inside your mind. So yeah, this has been a very helpful app for me. And then finally, Bearable, which is pretty much an app to track your every day-to-day life. You can track your mood, your symptoms, mental and physical. Then there's even currently a feature because of the virus where you can put in risk factors if there are any, food, gratitude, medications and supplements, sleep, your social life, appointments that you have, really anything that might be going on in your day, and you just put it in there. And then you can also track, there are insights to see what your average mood has been, where there might be factors that correlate with moods, and so on. And it's just really a good way to, see what your day has been like and to reflect on how you're feeling and really think about things that you might just forget, in your day-to-day life. And it's really simple, it's really nice, really like the optics as well. It's just really very straightforward and just a great way if you need something for your day-to-day that can help you track whatever is going on. So this is it. I hope this can be helpful for you too. Of course, feel free to leave your tips in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Please take good care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Goodbye.